Hi guys, and welcome back to World of Tanks. And yeah, more Germans. Yeah, more German tanks. Yeah, so up the end. There you go, went up at the end to indicate a question. Well, I might let you know at the end of the video whether I've made it yet or not. But anyway, here we are in the E75, and this one I think is from a couple of days ago, and I've done something very, very silly. I think I've actually deleted some of the decent games I've had over the last few days because I can't find them, and I think I may have forgotten to name them and possibly deleted them by accident. So yeah, that is quite silly. So yeah, a bit frustrated. See, what I normally do is when I record something, if I have a particularly decent game or anything noteworthy happens, you know, I'll go into the file that the recordings are saved in, and normally it's obviously just a date and time code that names it. And I'll change the name, leave the date and time code on, and just add either the tank name at the end of it, or you know, if something happened. Like I've got one where I fell on somebody in my E75, so you know, that sort of thing, E75 drop, etc. And I think with trying to grind through this, I forgot to possibly name some of them, and every couple of days I'll sort of go back and I'll clear anything that isn't named. And I think I might have done something, yeah, like I say, silly, and got rid of them. But anyway, back to this match. Tier 9 match on Mines. Mines is a very small map, as you know there. In fact, my detectability circle, if I sat in the middle of the map, it would probably fill almost the entire map. And usually, I mean, I'm top tier, it's pretty favourable matchmaking this, and being a top tier heavy, I usually would have gone up this hill, obviously from the other side, starting, you know, from our starting point. However, most of the team did. A couple sort of went around the back, and there was only a TD that had gone down that left-hand side, that western side of the map. So that's why I thought I'll push down there. And one of two things is going to happen. Either we'll be able to make a good push down there because I'm a top tier heavy, depending on what goes on the enemy team, or I'll end up getting bogged down with something else down there. And as it happens, not much came this way. Managed to take down RT, took down that T28 prototype now. But yeah, as it happened, not much from the enemy team covered that side, so it was quite a straight push down. Came up behind them on the hill, which helped out, you know, the friendlies on the other side. And now, although I am going to be a bit wary of that Jagdpanther 2 back there, can he see me? I can't see him, so I'm going to keep moving. I'd like to get around this hill, and yeah, I'd like to watch where I'm going as well. But I'd like to get around this hill so that Jagdpanther 2 is not behind me, although it looks like he's just taken out the TD that was following me along that side, so he's something we're going to have to sort of keep an eye on. Now, looking at the team list at the top, it kind of looks like the enemy team have got a bit of an advantage. We've got about the same amount of tanks left, roughly, but we've got 3 arties, and you know, although they can dish out a hell of a lot of damage, they cannot take it. So that, I mean, that number advantage could change very, very quickly, but I've managed to get round behind them now, which is what I was intending to do, which is why I was coming around this back way. They just carried on pushing a bit more than I would have liked, so I had to do a bit more of a catch-up, and but now I'm there behind them, and if he doesn't get taken out, I'm going to ram him. Why waste a shell? Oh, I didn't ram him hard enough. Damn it. Well, if I can just push his back end up a bit more like that, there we go. That's him done. Now what we got? We've lost one of the RT, although the TD's just managed to take down that tank that was up there. I can't quite see what it was with a small preview window. And now we've got the Fatherland. Here he comes, very obligingly out from behind that hard cover there. And let's see if I can get down there to do a bit more damage. Where is it? There he is. Oh, try not to hit that guy in the back of the turret. Won't do any damage to him. We don't have friendly fire on PC. We don't have friendly fire on console like they do on PC. Oh, that was a close one. I thought I'd just back up there. Now, it was about that moment where I backed up and I thought, actually, I've not really taken any damage. In fact, I don't think I've taken any damage at all. Oh, no, I think I've lost 10 health. So something must have just shaved me. It looks like I have anyway. Again, small preview window. So yeah, I was quite pleased with that. In one respect, you know, it would have been nice. I'm a top tier heavy. It would have been nice to get in there a little bit more. But I think I feel like I've been quite useful. Pushed down that side, got round behind them that were going up the hill, and then carried on right round the hill to come at those heavies from behind. So yeah, I feel like I've been quite useful, even though I've not really been in the thick of it. And it was just one of those maps, one of those games. I can't talk today. Too much tanks. But yeah, so like I said, I was quite happy with this one. 10 pens. You know, I was looking up at the top ribbons and thinking, do you know what? I really just haven't been sort of heavy tanking. But then I thought, well, actually, no, I have. I've done quite a bit of damage, taken out a few tanks, and as I said before, felt like I was being a bit useful. I think I was just being a bit hard on myself in the match. But I do think that going around that way, around the back way, was probably the right idea. I would say definitely the right idea. And oh, well, at least I got a bit of... Did I get an assisted? No, I didn't even get an assisted. Somebody else spotted him. Never mind. But yeah, quite happy with that one. A nice little chunk towards earning that VK4503. Just over 4,000 damage. And a high caliber as well, which I must admit, a little surprised to see. I know I'd done a decent amount, but I thought, you know, I think some of the other tanks might have done a decent amount in there. So, yeah, a little bit surprised with the high caliber. Didn't come top. That honour was the... something I cannot tell what it says. Small preview window. So, yeah, didn't quite come top, but I did do a fair old chunk of damage towards the enemy team there. And I am enjoying the E75, although I don't know, I've just got a feeling in the back of my mind that I'm not going to enjoy the E100 as much. Could be wrong on that, but I don't know, I've just got that feeling in the back of my mind. Anyway, second match for you, back in the Aufkul Panther. Just having a quick look at the team list there, just studying it properly before I set off, and kind of seeing where people were spreading out as well using the map. Because it can be a bit funny on this one. Again, I think it's a tier 7 match, so it's quite favourable matchmaking. And I've decided, because nobody has, I've decided to go up the... yeah, that was badly aimed. I've decided to go up the centre road. That's it, throat's going dry now. I think I'm going to need to get another coffee. So yeah, I decided to go up the centre road to do a bit of spotting. And I know there's a light tank sat right at the end of the lake, just off to my sort of rear right, so I'm 4 o'clock, 5 o'clock position. However, from there, even though his view range might just reach to the other side of the lake, he's probably not going to spot anything, because obviously the way that the camo factor works, this is if I remember rightly, it's been a while since I've sort of looked this up and talked about it, but the way it kind of works is it's imagine something's camo rating as a percentage, and it removes that from the tank that's trying to spot use view range. If you get what I mean. So I think, and again, pinch of salt, if I remember rightly, and I don't think they changed this, it kind of roughly translates to a percentage almost. So, you know, like a 0.24, I think would be roughly 24% off the opponent's view range. Do you know, that doesn't sound right in the back of my mind. So yeah, just scrap what I've just said there. I'm going to have to look that up. I'll ask Carbide. He'll know. And I'll probably mention it in another video. So yeah, just scratch that. But anyway, it does work by basically removing a certain amount of view range from whatever is trying to spot use view range. After I digressed into that sort of ramble about that. Ooh, didn't quite get the timing right on that. It did break slightly. There we go. Got the timing better. So yeah, although sitting back at that end of that lake, as I said before, your view range may reach the other side of the lake, but you're probably not going to spot anything. At least not until it actually comes further down the side of the lake where the town is. But like I say, that's why I pushed up this centre road, try and get a bit of spotting in, try to spot anything that's coming through the town or into the town, and try and see anything at the other end of the lake. And I must admit, a bit disappointed. I only managed to spot a couple. Got a couple of assisted, but a few of the enemy tanks went around the back, and the rest just seemed to be sort of lingering around. But yeah, a little bit disappointed. I was hoping to spot a few more than that. But, you know, sometimes that's just the way it goes. But I am managing to get some nice shots in from over here. Now, I think I did look up this. I think the camo rating on this is 0.24%, which is not great for a light tank, but as I said before, it does keep its camo rating. But it is big. I mean, it's a Panther hull. The Panther hull is a, you know, it's a big tank. Not like some of the other, you know, light tanks that are quite small or sort of low profile. And yeah, I thought I was going to take a hit from him then. So yeah, the camo on this isn't brilliant. But it, like I say, it does keep it on the move, which is one advantage. But it is quite a nippy tank, and I do enjoy it. I do. But I do think that you know, not all light tanks in this game are sort of good for scouting. I mean, it's a little bit different as well. I mean, since the change of the light tank matchmaking to just +2 instead of +3. Ooh, that could have been very, very different. I was hoping to get out there without taking a hit, but I know he's got a massive reload now, and I don't. So I think I'm just going to DPM him to death, hopefully, before he can reload. And yeah, there we go. Yeah, that was it, light tank matchmaking. Yeah, obviously when they did that, they nerfed the speed of a lot of the tanks to make them a bit more balanced for the tier that they were now going to get into. You know, their own tier. But I think it, in some ways, it kind of took away a little bit because it was slowing them down. It has made them so you can't dodge quite as easily. But then again, as I said, you know, it's all for sort of balancing purposes. Yeah, nearly made it up there. I've got to be careful with this guy. Is he going to fire? Is he going to think I'm trying to back away and drop off radar? Not expect him to you know, to forget about me, but just so he doesn't know which way I'm coming back at him. But he fired, so I felt safe in putting that in. But yeah, as I was saying, I just feel that not all light tanks in this game are effective scouts. Some of the light tanks are far better as fast attack tanks rather than a scout. But anyway, there you go. But yeah, quite happy with that round. Quite pleased with that one. I'd just been saying before that I felt really burnt out by this op, and I was really struggling with it to carry on. And then that was the next match after I'd said that to somebody, and yeah, I aced it and had a decent match. So just one of those things. The sort of irony of it. And a Top Gun as well. But there you go. So not to keep you in suspense any longer, I have done it now. Late on yesterday evening, I did manage to finish it up. I made a real push yesterday on it, so I have got my tank. I've had one game in it so far, but yeah, I have finally unlocked it, so that's the end of this earn-up for me, and probably the last German tank video you'll see for a long time. Maybe. But anyway, there you go. I hope you've enjoyed that. I hope you're all... well, I hope most of you actually managed to succeed in getting the tank that you wanted out of this op, and the ones that haven't managed to do it yet, good luck with getting it. You've still got a few days left, so the best of luck to you. And that's it, really. So I hope you've enjoyed that. And, well, I'll see you in the next video. So have a great weekend if I don't manage to get a video up over the weekend. And, yeah, take care of that, and I'll catch you next time. See you later.